over here in do while loop, first the do which is condition, whereas in while loop first test expression is checked, and then the condition, first the condition is checked and then the code block is executed, whereas in do while first code block is executed and then the condition is checked, and if it's true again this code block gets executed and it checks for a condition. So the difference between while and do while is that if while executes condition only if it's true, whereas do while first prints the loop and then checks does it satisfy condition or not. So here's an example. I just took example of this same problem. So here we'll initialize a is equal to 10 and we must check a printf value of a is equal to a plus 1. So what happens here is first this block gets executed. So value of a is 10, 10 plus 1 it's 11, value of 10 okay a gets printed, and then here over here first a is 10 so 10 gets printed, so 10 is equal to 10 plus 11, and it checks like is 11 less than or 20, so it happens in the similar function. So first value gets printed and then it gets incremented, and then the incremented value is tested against this while loop, and that's the difference between do while and while loop. And this is for loop implementation. So what's for, I'll explain about for loops implementation over here. So over here you'll have three attributes. First you must take count is equal to 1, and then you must check for this condition like is count less than or equal to 3. If it's less than or equal to 3 then you must execute this, or else if it's yes then go for ask input PNR and simple interest is calculated and simple interest is printed, and this again goes here and it checks is count and is count is equal to, and it checks first next condition that if it's 1 then count is equal to count plus 1 it's 2, and 2 is less than or equal to 3, yeah it's absolutely true, and then it goes down prints and it happens until and unless this condition is met. So if it's no then it gets stopped. So here is a program, like let me explain this. This is do while implementation, uh, not flowchart algorithm. And so here we'll write for the sake of in order to save time I would copy paste. It's better recommended to practice, and then okay. So main is missing over here. In so here Pn and we must take we count. So we must initialize R and Si, and we first count is initialized as 1, and we must check 1 is less than or equal to 3, yeah it's 2, and then these condition statements get implemented, like it will ask user to write Pn and R, so I'll write it as 1, 2 and 3. So and then simple interest is calculated like 6 divided by 100 it's 0.06, and then it goes again to this loop saying that like now right now count is incremented over here, right, count is equal to count plus 1, so right now count is equal to 2, yeah 2 is less than or equal to 3, so then count value gets implemented, and this again this question I mean again this block gets printed, and they say count is equal to 3, 3 is less than or equal to 3, yeah, and 4 it gets incremented to 4, count is equal to 4 over here, and then this block gets printed and again it comes here, count is equal to 4, no it's not less than or equal to 3, so this exits over here. So here I have asked, here there is a one single, it's first count, and if I write it again as 1, 2 and 3, the same would answer, and this is second, and loop should terminate by this count. So here it gets terminated as it's evident in this people in this code. So these are decision making using switch. So there is switch operation, and over here there are given three, not three, like you can write number of n number of cases, and it's like this switch and integer case 1, case 2, and case 3, and there will be default saying that do this. So over here there is a program. I would like to explain it with the help of this program. So I is initialized as 2. So inside switch function, this 2 is written over here. So case 1, it says this, I'm in case 1, and if it's case 2, I'm in case 2, and case 3, this gets printed. Or else default when if I enter any other choice, then this gets printed saying that